Watch Dogs 2 Part 4 with, as you can see by the title, special guest Kamui of Kamui Plays. He will be in a moment. Right now my PS4 is being a butt and deciding to kick a party out, so I gotta re-invite him in. He will be doing the same intro I just did in Portuguese, so bear with me while I wait for him to get back in. Alright, come on, back to the game, PS4, thank you. But yeah, I'm mostly gonna either do this mission or I'm just gonna dick around once I beat it. I don't know what I'm doing yet. YouTube, there we go. There we go. Alright, Kamui, we're gonna redo the intro because for some reason it booted me out of that party thing. So let's try it again. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Remember,
Yes.
you're girls and girls, children of all ages, people of all places, Nightcore, Hitman, and Kamui welcoming you to Watch Dogs 2 Part 4.
Senhoras, senhores, sejam bem-vindos. Nightcore, Kamui, jogando Watch Dogs 2.
That's good enough. Like I said, as long as you put in the effort, I'm not gonna be one of those people that's, you know. Hey, at least you put in the effort. That's all I ask is effort is put in. You know? As long as people put in effort, I don't get upset. If you put in effort, that's all that matters, you know? So, but yeah, Kamui is being my guest for today. We were gonna try and stream Mortal Kombat 10, but we've been having some gameplay server issues with that game. So we decided, because we don't want to have to do two separate streams and have us both do a tower and then also repeat the same towers over and over, because both sides are gonna have the same tower with just different fighters being controlled. We agreed. He and I will just do a commentary for this game while I play it, and we'll just talk whatever. Gaming, movies, music, whatever. We're not picky. And I was thinking of also just being funny and just like Google translating my intro into Spanish and then just seeing what it would sound like in Spanish, but I'm like, no, that's just an extra step I don't gotta take for no reason, so. And I see a you're in the chat. Ah, that's funny.
Yeah, just to test the chat, because sometimes...
Yeah, the chat just doesn't like to work, yeah. Yeah, PS4, sometimes it's just buggy, yeah. Alright, no, get rid of the audio file. Game, can you let me hack this sensor thing? No, of course not, it's not an area I can hack. Alright, so we gotta drop the RC, yeah, and I gotta drop the RC jumper. Then I gotta evade this bendejo. By the way, I just used a Spanish phrase. Do I look like I give a shite? No. Yes, I can speak many languages with different swears. Shabla helvete! Fuck off, pendejo! See, I just went from Swedish to Spanish. See what I mean? Jesus. If I swear, I can swear in pretty much any language I can imagine. Or as Gumball once said in The Amazing World of Gumball, I can imaginate my different translations. Even though imaginate is not a word. Okay, this is not where I was trying to go. Fuck! Thick dick! Thick dick, pendejo. Shabla helvete finda. Yes, I know Swedish, I know German, I know Spanish swears, I know Irish slang for swears, you know. Also, Kamui, riddle me this. How are you not a mod on my channel, but I'm a... How are you not a mod on my channel? Because I remember making you a mod, now all of a sudden you have no mod. The fuck?
I don't know.
So what do you want to talk about? Any particular, like, game in mind? Or anything you've played?
I want to know your opinion about Watch Dogs, because...
which one?
The first one?
Oh, I've beaten the first one on both systems. Both this version of it and the PS3 version. I've beaten both. And...
Okay, because,
I don't know why, but I like the PS3 one a little bit more, just because the normal difficulty, even though it's challenging on this, it was a lot more challenging to try and plan things on that one, because it was like, literally the controls were so different on that one versus like having, you know, touchpad and everything else on PS4, so the control scheme played a little differently, which is why, like, one of the missions that always irritated me on the PS3 version, which, mind you, true story, when I had my first bigger TV, because I went from a 19-inch to a 32-inch, my first 32-inch I ever broke was because of Watch Dogs 1 on PS3. Like, I got so pissed off, I went and did, like, I think I punched the screen in one corner, and it just freaking broke the LED. I was able to finish the mission, but after that, the LED was just fucked. I'm like, yep, I'm out. I got all paranoid and everything, but my parents still replaced it. Now I'm on a 42-inch that can swivel, so I don't have to worry about like not being able to see anything or do anything. So,
Alright, that's
let's
good.
see. Where do I want to go?
I played the first Watch Dogs on the Wii U, actually.
Oh, that's right, I forgot it had a Wii U version. I always forget about that. Because like, they barely ever advertised like the Wii U versions or the Wii or Switch versions of games that I forget.
I think they regretted, probably.
I would take it as probably like as bad of a port as say WWE 2K18 was on the Switch, hence the reason they never made another WWE game on the Switch. That's probably why.
It wasn't a bad port.
It was just probably not selling well. That's what I meant. Like it didn't sell well, so it's just
exactly.
like that's why they don't make Switch versions of wrestling games, because it doesn't sell well anymore. You know. I'm thinking of doing that side mission, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. Let's see. What does that say? I'm trying to read it. Thank you. Showdown. Nope. I try and stay away from the PvP stuff if I don't have to do it. Let's do this. Let's see how I do.
Oh, is there a PvP mode in this?
Yes, there is. You don't even have to be like in a multiplayer mode to set it up. You just have to have the game ready with both people playing it, and then they can choose a challenge and play each other. They can invite each other, that kind of thing. And I saw you liked my my tweet that I posted, which is literally something that you were posting about too on your Instagram. Also, give me 1 second. There's somebody I want to shout out because I'm on the road to 300, and this person's also on that road with me. And he's a great friend of a friend. If anybody watches this and knows who Brian Trusty is, you'll know his friend, which their name is, bear with me, because I literally just watched their stream last night, and I can't even think of what his name is.
Yeah.
If you're friends with Brian Trusty's friend... Brian. Yeah, but it's a friend of Brian Trusty's. If you're a friend of Chaos Retro Gaming... He has a friend named Charles Sees All, and he was streaming last night, and I showed him some support. He deserves it, so go check him out.
That's cool.
Because he's on the road to 300 with me. Also, check this out. I don't know if you can see it. Look, I'm nitrosing as I'm doing this. Like, I'm using my ability so I can just boost and be like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, I just...
That is kart racing?
Yep, go-kart racing in Watch Dogs. Who would have thunk it, right? Shite!
I didn't know that it had that.
Yeah, it's a side mission thing. No, I don't want to redo. I want to restart. I don't want to quit. What idiocracy are you asking, you dumb game? So it's getting caught around my leg, and every time I try and unwrap it, it just keeps getting more caught in my leg, so it popped out. So that's why I suddenly went abruptly mute for half a second there, so my apologies. As I was saying, Kamui, as I was saying, you think you're planning on streaming next for your next stream? Like, what do you plan? Yeah, like, what system do you plan on playing? Because depending on what system you play, I may have a suggestion for a game if you're even able to play it. Because I don't know if you have to have it physically on hand to play it or not, or if you just want to play like the ROM. Because getting the physical version requires you having like a blank Sega cart and then having a Genesis that's compatible. And it's a bit tedious.
Oh, what game?
It's you know what Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was, right? Remember how they made the trilogy version of that for PlayStation? Right? Called Mortal Kombat Trilogy? Take Mortal Kombat Trilogy, mix it with Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and make it one game, and it's called Ultimate Mortal Kombat Trilogy. There was a 64 version, but this is a Genesis version. And you get to play as everybody from Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3's, like, Scorpion and all them, as well as the MK1 version. So you go as far back as MK1 all the way up to UMK Trilogy, like, Chameleon and stuff. So you get, like, male and female Chameleon, you get Sub-Zero in all his forms, you get all the forms of, you know, Raiden.
Like it's made a port for that for the Genesis.
But it's a thing that comes from a format called Mugen or Mugen. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Oh,
okay. It uses that as it's a Mugen game, but you can get a Genesis ROM of it, and it's a lot easier to play it when you put it on the cart, because you can put it on like a Genesis EverDrive cart, and then put it in the Genesis and play it through a Genesis. It's really dope. But I highly suggest if you play it.
Nice.
Make sure first you set the settings so that you have access to the 5th column, and then also pick the female Chameleon, which is like the top right female Jade looking character. Because if you use her, literally you just do forward, high punch, you'll do the fan on them, and then when it says to finish them, just run up to them, right? Make sure you have like 6 buttons active, run up to them and just mash your high punch, and you'll do a brutality. If you hit like 16 times, you'll do a brutality. It's so awesome how easy her brutality is. It's actually easier to do her brutality than it is to do a fatality. Look it up. If you want, I can try and find it and link it to you.
Yeah, because then I'll have to play on emulator because I have a Genesis, but it's I don't have the EverDrive or.
Oh, like the EverDrive like cart thing, yeah. Well, you do know you could just find a Genesis emulator. I think the best one to use, I know there's like an iPhone app. I think it has a PC version of it. It's called Provenance. It's spelled Provenance. You play that, and you could pretty much do pretty much almost any Genesis game on there. It's really good for that. Unless you know how to use a Mugen emulator. Because I know you can play it through the Mugen version, and it works the same. There's a Mugen, however you pronounce it, emulator. So,
I think it's Mugen, I don't know.
Some people say Mugen, some say Mugen. It's the same thing in my opinion. As long as I know what you're talking about, I'm good. Also, you want to see something really dope? Alright, let me see if I can find the vehicle. So you remember like those vehicles you were seeing when I was inside when I was doing the mission? It said I could raise or lower it. It was like the crane thing. Right?
Yeah.
You know those ones like you see on like in a factory that they use to go up high to get access to top shelves and stuff? And it's like one of those ones that's literally, it's just like the flat box thing, like a bench side to side, and it would raise and lower. Kind of like what you'd see in like, I think it was in Spider-Man 2. They had like a scene where he's going up against like, or no, it's Spider-Man 1 where he's going up against Green Goblin, and they're up by like a window washing thing, or like in GTA 5 they have like that window washing segment. You know that thing they used to get up there? That thing, I have an ability right now when I find one where I can hack it so I could like ride it and raise it and lower it and stuff so I can get access to extra hacking stuff. It's pretty funny. You want me to show you what I'm talking about? Like I'll show. Like, I can, but there's none nearby where I can fast travel to. That's the problem. Let me show you what ability I'm talking about. I don't care, Cody. You can tweet all you want. I don't give a shite. No, fucking PS4. Alright, see that thing, right? How you can control forklifts? Look at it. It says forklift, scissor lift, and crane. You can actually control a scissor lift with that. That's the thing I was talking about. And I can control one of those to get research points with it. It's pretty badass.
Oh, okay.
So the scissor lift is the one that's like a weird box-shaped thing that raises and lowers and stuff. And it's got like a scissor design on its pieces. Also, you know how, remember on Watch Dogs 1, you had to use a hack ability so that you could just press triangle and you can get in the car without an alarm? Right? Check this out. I'm gonna make it even funner. More fun. Check this out. I'm gonna make it funnier. Watch this. See that taxi right there? You see it? I just forced it to go faster.
Yeah.
I made the taxi driver jump out. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, I love that mechanic. It kills me because it's funny. Right?
He's gonna lose his clients.
Right? Like, check this out. See this bike? Skirt, skirt! Oh, watch this. Watch this tram. This tram thing. Skirt, skirt! Skirt, skirt! Oh! Lady, really? You know what? Bitch! Get knocked the fuck out, you dumb hoe. These hoes ain't loyal. Oh, and I just ran over her. She was pulling me out of the freaking car. Bear with me, y'all, while I re-invite Kamui, because this fucking bullshit. Private, invite, fuck you, invite, player, Kamui, please. Excellent. Alright, hopefully he'll get in again. Alright, bear with me while I wait for him to join back in. Alright, let's see if he actually gets in. Give me a second. I just want to see if he's actually in. Alright. Hey, did it again. So, as I was saying, you remember how in Watch Dogs 1 at the end, Aiden's talking with this group known as DedSec, and he's like, no, I don't want your help. He wanted to do it solo. That's the group that you work for in this game. It's pretty funny. Like I've already targeted the FBI and a bunch of gangs. But one thing I do like is there's this Easter egg, and I've already passed it. You'll see like this taco truck that spawns in a lot. That's an Easter egg that's referencing T-Bone from Watch Dogs 1, who, mind you, makes a cameo in this that you get to cooperate with. It's pretty funny, but he goes by his name Ray. It's funny. Alright, where the fuck is this thing? Is it one of those things I have to use my fucking RC jumper for? I swear, if it's a thing I have to use a fucking RC jumper for, I'm gonna lose my shit. Because it's like making it look like it's inside something that I can't get to. What the fuck?
And it's nice that you can do lots and lots of, like, more things, right, than the first one.
Oh, yeah, there are some things I like, but some things I dislike about it. Like, it's whole, like, the one thing I dislike about it is that it's, like, whole hacking mechanics have been changed on the layout. Like, now you have to use L1 to access a hacking feature. You know, to do, like, this thing that you didn't have to do, you have to do that. You know?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Hey, June Moon! That's right, I forgot. I have to actually do something. I believe she is supposed to be one of my new mods. I forgot about that. My apologies. I didn't even look at the chat. So focused on my stupid game being stubborn.
Oh, hey, June.
She's a friend of T-Belly's friend Max, aka Pixelated Nightmares. She comes from his Discord and his stream. So.
Oh. Okay.
So nice that's yep. So June, Kamui, June. Alright.
Hiya.
Hopefully I say this right. Un momento, por favor. Also, Kamui, do me a favor, just so I can make sure the wrench is working for you. Just literally just type the number 1. Just so I can make sure that, so that I can see that on YouTube it's registering you have a wrench. Because it's not going to register it until after you do a command or something, so.
Just give me 1 sec.
Yeah, well, I also wait for my freaking phone to load up. Alright, so she's got her wrench, so that means you should have yours. June, where's Greatest? Where's everybody else? Where's Kevin, especially? Kevin the Wookiee. That's right. He's a Wookiee.
A Wookiee?
Yep, Kevin the Wookiee. You know what a Wookiee is, don't you? You know what a Wookiee is, don't you?
Hey, June. Yes, from Star Wars?
Yep. Like Chewbacca. I would try and imitate a Wookiee, but I haven't been able to imitate a Wookiee in so long that I've just been like, fuck that shit, I'm out. Yeah, I've noticed. It's been a bit of a ghost area today in that Discord. Jesus Christ. Ooh, is that a Lambo? Or is that a Ferrari? It's hard to tell with these cars. All I know is it's a sports car. Vroom, 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 vroom. It's very similar to like the Call Cat in GTA 5. Bitch, move the fuck out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. You see what I did?
Yeah, yesterday too. It was weird,
like everybody on everything has been a ghost town lately. Everything's been ghostly lately. Oh, you know what? Watch this. This is my favorite. Watch. This is my favorite mechanic of this. Ready? Just watch. Alright, you got your wrench. We are good. Yeah, so yeah, I just sent out an APB to that guy who's done nothing wrong, claiming he's an escaped convict from prison.
Oh gosh. Poor guy.
The fact you could do that in this game is hilarious. I love it. Javle helvete, move your fucking... Oi, caramba. Javle helvete. Alright, let's see if Marcus will survive. Ooh, wow. By the skin of his teeth. Alright, let me ask this. For those that are watching, is there any sort of song you would want me to sing? Like, any sort of genre? Also, there's the thing I was talking about. Check this out. Control. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm gonna put that right there for Marcus. And then I'm gonna have Marcus climb in. Then we're gonna do this. Whoa, why is it going in reverse? Like, the fuck? It's going the wrong way because the... Yep. I'm controlling it via the computer. Move out the fucking way, pendejos! Okay, don't worry, I won't do no rap. Well, maybe I would do Spanish rap, but that's it. You know what? I got a song for you, Kamui. This is something I always do for Nate, because Nate used to always show up in the stream and he'd always want me to sing it. Now he never shows up when I sing it, but when he does show up, I don't sing it. But, let's see. I'm gonna sing some Frank Sinatra. If you don't like it, please see your way out the chat, y'all.
New Cheez-It Snap!
Fuck you, Cheez-Its, you can eat my butt! But I think we like that too much. Alright, here we go. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you know, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spat it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Instrumental part? Wait, the next part comes up. Jen, hello! Or should I say hola, mi amiga? Or if I want to be actually, if I want to be 100% accurate, let's put it this way: hola, mi hermana. That means hello, my sister. Yeah. Now I'm just waiting for the actual final part. Yes, it was my way. So, what'd you think?
You seem much better than me.
Yeah. I try and put effort behind it, that's why. I put motivation behind it. I have a song, but I don't even think I could find a karaoke version, and even if I did, I'd probably get copyrighted. Because, you know, fucking YouTube and shit.
Yeah, it's not a very good idea.
I mean, I could. I've done it before and gotten away with it, but I don't know if I'm going to find the karaoke version, because that was a miracle. Like, I literally had to have myself silent and have the volume so low that only I could hear it just to be able to do it. Alright, let's get rid of this vehicle, because this vehicle turned to anus. Boom, shakalaka, send it down the alleyway. You know what, let's take this van. Boom, shakalaka laka. You know what that's a reference to, right? Boom, shakalaka. That's a reference to NBA Jam. Yep. Boom, shakalaka.
I remember.
An OG game, right? Alright, I've got one. Let me see if I can... Let me see. Wait, did they say that this is not one they consider... Like, because I'm at a thing for the mission, so... Do I not have a car they accept or something, or is it because of this stupid idiot? Like, I have to be parked in a very particular spot. Because that's how these games are sometimes. Like, you have to literally be parked in the exact spot it wants, and if you're not parked in the right spot, the game has a mental fit. You know what? Let's see. Alright. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I gotta press options. Go to the next page. Oh! Excuse me while I beat this asshole. That's right. I gotta beat that ass. Sorry. You wanna call me a villain? Go ahead. Oh, that's right. It's one of these stupid things where you have to hold triangles for it to trigger it when you're in the right spot. You know what? For being an asshole, I'm gonna take your vehicle. Thank you. Come again. Wait. What the fuck? I can't even do the mission. Fick dich. Yes, I just spoke German. I told the game, fuck you. Why can't I think of the damn song? Let me ask this. Who likes country music up in here?
I don't know so much, actually.
Alright,
I know some Brazilian country music, but I don't like it.
Well, I'm talking about American country. That's different. Alright, you see that vehicle right there?
It's very different.
You see that vehicle right there? That's a reference to T-Bone's vehicle you help with. So nobody likes country. Okay, let me see if I can find the one I want. Oh, I know what I can sing. And it's not copyrighted. I've looked it up. It's not a copyrighted song because it's a parody song written by somebody that isn't copyrighted. And that is called... And I've done this before and people got upset, but I don't give a shite. It's Brooklyn Rage by Little Karibo.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Please,
Wheeler, I could beat you with two hands tied behind my back.
What makes you think you can win this time? Well,
I'm glad you asked. Okay.
Okay,
Where's that music coming from? Yeah. You're not gonna sing.
Oh my god.
For any amount of money, no, don't sing. I'm gonna see if I can sing it how it would sound in the actual song. So let's see. And I know you know this one, Kamui, because I played it for you off stream. Right? Like before we started streaming, when we were just chatting, I played it for you and you recognized it. Because it's Kenny Rogers and it's one that everybody knows. It goes like this. It goes, on a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with the gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window at the darkness. Okay, adios, mi hermana June Moon. Alright, let's see. Kamui, give me a song and I'll see if I can find a version of the song I can get away with playing. Because I know there's a song that's got a metal version that I've played before and never got copyrighted for. You want to know what it is?
Which song?
Listen to this, ready?
Okay.
Let's see, where is it?
Oh, June has to go. Bye,
yeah.
June.
Yeah, I told her, adios, mi hermana.
Oh, you were talking to... Oh, sorry.
No, it's alright, that's who I was talking to. Listen to this. This is the heavy metal version of John Cena's theme song. Not even copyrighted. Hallelujah for that. I don't know why, but I like this one better than his real thing. Time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise, but I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. Just got a foul. I'm so I knock your shell off. Man, step back, plus I can't turn the swell off. Franchise doing big things. Adios, Jen. Get the rest you need before work. You need it. You need your beauty sleep.
Oh, that's okay, J-Love.
Yeah. Why can't I think of a song? And it's not copyrighted, thankfully. Oh, I remember this one. You gotta drive the guy to the thing for his child as fast as possible.
Oh, it's like for his taxi.
Yeah, it's like a taxi thing. It's called Driver San Francisco. You play like an Uber driver. It's really dope. I would steal a cop car, but I've never actually attempted it in this enough to know if it would actually work. Because I know in like some games you can steal those and you can get away with it, but some of it's difficult. Aww. The easiest way to get through this one fast enough is making somebody speed up before you see it through.
Is that good? Bad? What does that mean?
It's like for his taxi.
Right now I'm doing like a crazy taxi level challenge. I wonder who else is watching with you, because I'm not. I'm not watching my stream, so it's gotta be you, so there's gotta be somebody else that's lurking.
Yeah, I'm watching and then there's somebody.
Yeah. So Kamui, let me ask you this. What kind of like, you know, Hispanic musicians, like people that, you know, do Hispanic style music and stuff like Daddy Yankee and stuff like that are famous and well known down in Brazil? Out of curiosity. I mean, obviously Luis Fonsi definitely sounds familiar down there because you recognized it almost instantly. You know.
Yeah, but I don't know so much because I'm not into that kind of music so much.
Yeah.
I listen sometimes, I know when it's famous or not because of my students.
Yeah.
But mostly, like, what people are listening a lot around here now is Brazilian funk music.
Yeah.
Brazilian country music that is more like a pop.
So it's kind of, so it's their version of country is kind of like the style that, it's kind of like the country version of what Avril Lavigne was known for doing in the 90s, because she was known for pop punk. Yeah. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of like, you ever listen to the song Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day? You ever heard that song? But I'm saying it's in that perspective of where it's more mellow country-esque and not like, you know, like what you would expect. It's kind of like it's like a really trashy version of country rock, basically.
Yeah, it's like it's more like a kind of a romantic music.
So it's
so
it's kind of like it's.
I really don't like it.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that sound in the background right there? That was just playing, that like guitar thing that was playing, or the banjo or whatever it was, the ukulele or whatever. Kind of like that. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, it's kind of. You know what? Let me see if I can find a copy of an uncopyrighted one. You know, where it's copyright free.
And then there's Brazilian funk music that I don't like it either.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And kind of pornographic a little bit.
Oh, in the videos?
No, the lyrics.
Oh, jeez. So they have a lot of innuendos, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, let's try this. This is some Brazilian music. Let's see. Like, that's Brazil samba. And it's copyright free. I looked it up. It's copyright free. It says royalty free. I like that style, though, you know?
like it, but it can.
Yeah, it all depends, right? Let's see.
I'm not so picky when I talk about music. I'm very like I like everything, but I really I just
It's
can't
just
stand
a matter of the
the
style of how the music is portrayed is what determines if you like it.
but like the Brazilian funk, I can okay, I like some songs, but the Brazilian country music nowadays, I can't stand it.
It's
I
kind of
can't.
like, let's put it this way, it's kind of like what Taylor Swift did with like some of her country songs here in the US. Like she took some of them and made them like a pop country, and it's just like, bitch, are you fucking drunk? Were you smoking, were you drinking, were you smoking weed and drinking burning liquor or bourbon liquor or whatever the hell it is from the Lucas Graham song when you made that shit? Like, get that shit out of here.
I think it's worse actually.
Yeah. Which is worse, the Brazilian one over hers? If that's the case,
No, the
that's
Brazilian
that's what I'm saying. The Brazilian over hers, because that's the case. That's shocking. Because you know, it's her music has been very hit or miss in my opinion as of late. Like that's how irrelevant she's becoming because it's so hit or miss that I don't even realize it's new until it's too late. Whereas somebody like Avril Lavigne, like no matter what she just does amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Like I could actually. Oh, I know a song I could probably get away with finding a karaoke version of that I could sing. Let's see if I can search it, and I don't know if you'll know it or not. Do you know who Billy Ray Cyrus is?
Yeah, it's Miley Cyrus' father.
Yep. This is my favorite song by him, and it's not. If I do the karaoke, I won't get a copyright claim. So I'm gonna play it because it's like my favorite song and the only one I know by him. Yeah. Listen, you'll recognize it. You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can buy my clothes when I'm gone. Or you can tell your friends just what a fool I've been and laugh and joke about me on the phone. You could tell my arms, go back into the funk. You can tell my feet to hit the floor. Or you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more. But don't tell my heart, my ache breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my ache breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Woo! Yes, I memorized it. What?
Portuguese version. Brazilian Portuguese version of the song.
You never know, there's a lot of songs that have variations. Like, there are some that I like that have Spanish versions, you know, like Hispanic style variants of it that are all different cultures, and it's like, what?
It's normal, I guess.
Alright, that's it, pendejos. You wanna die, motherfuckers? Say hello to my little friend. Sayonara, pendejo gringos. By the way, I know that that's like that's like calling somebody who, like if you're from Mexico, that's like calling a white person a cracker. Basically, it's gringo. Gringo is like their way of calling us a cracker.
Gringos here too.
So, like I know it's especially common from Mexican or Latin American cultures. Like Eddie Guerrero was known for using like ese cabrón and that kind of stuff. It was funny. Boop, that was easy. I'm starting to wish I just threw my RC thing in there and just distracted them, but I'm like, nah, fuck that shit, I'm out. You know, just, it'd be like, say hello to my little friend. You get the reference, don't you? You know what movie that's a reference to? That's Scarface, I believe. But yeah, see this?
Yes.
This right here is a reference to T-Bone's truck that you have to get with Aiden in Watch Dogs 1. That's what this is. It's a reference to that. And I like how it says right on it, Tacos Mexicanos el frijol, which I would guess is like something about frijoles in Mexican, like Mexican tacos. And then it's something about frijoles on it. Like, I can pronounce Spanish terms, I just, half the time I never know what they translate to, because I might mistranslate it, you know. But like, I know Mexicanos is how you pronounce Mexicans in Spanish. Like, I know that for a fact. You know? Like, I've learned that in school that, like, the X is pronounced, like, depending on the word it's used in, can be pronounced like a J. Just like with, like, how the J is pronounced like an H.
Yes.
You know? Like, I learned that.
Yes.
That's why I know how to pronounce it correctly. I know that depending on if you're rolling the R's in the word or just saying it as its traditional style, can determine if a word means butt or if it means the female dog, which is per. Well, actually, technically, perro with the the R roll is dog just in general, like male dog, but perro means butt, and then if you do perra, it means bitch. Or bicha, which also means the same thing. It's just a matter of which culture you're referring to. Like I learned, funny enough, I learned that in Spanish class in freshman year of high school was bicha. I learned about that in Spanish class. And I'm not joking, like the teacher literally played a film and taught us how to swear in Spanish in a movie for no reason other than to do so.
I teach my students how to swear in English. They need to know that.
Yeah, exactly.
If they go to the United States or whatever, any other English-speaking country, they need to know how to defend themselves.
Not only that, but they also need to know like the differences in like the slang, that it might mean one thing here versus in like Ireland or something. Like for example, in old British, like old England style of English, like the UK English and Irish style of English, which is similar to the UK. Fag to them was like the old slang way of saying cigarette, like pass me a fag, pass me a cigarette. Out here, if you use it in the wrong context, people will think you're calling them gay. It's retarded. I'm sorry. I hate to use that word as well, because that's another way of calling somebody something rude. But like, it is what it is. It's retarded. It's like, really? What kind of pendejo gringo idiota stupid cabrons think, Like, believe it or not, I probably know more swears in foreign languages than I do in English, which says something. Like, Call of Duty taught me some of my favorite swears in German, Like, if you wanted to say fuck me, you would say fick mich. If you want to say fuck you, it's fick dick. I know in Spanish, if you want to call somebody an asshole, you say bendejo. Like, the P sounds like a B, it's really funny. I know that in like specifically in Spanish, I don't know what languages they use that have it similar. I know there's like a certain phrase, and like depending on how you word it, it can mean different things. Like I know in Spanish, and I think it's the same for Portuguese. I could be wrong. You correct it or not. In Spanish, if you want to talk about something, it's usually written backwards, but it's like written and spoken backwards to what it translates to in English. Like if you're saying the crazy bull, you would say el pollo loco, which is the bull, or no, that's the crazy chicken, but like el toro loco is the bull crazy if translated normally, but if you translate it from Spanish to English correctly, it translates to the crazy bull, But I don't know if, I don't want to assume, but I would think Portuguese works somewhat the same as far as, like, how it's converted. How it's spoken is 19 or one of the newer FIFAs. I'm going to get, if it has it by default without needing a DLC, I'm going to play the game with the Portuguese commentary just for the hell of it. I'll be like, fuck you, American pigs. I'm going fucking Hispanic and Portuguese on your ass. Literally, I like it when I get to play a game in any language that's not not English. It's just fun that way. Getting to hear all the different cultures. Like I know NBA 2K has a DLC where you can get like Spanish as a way to have the commentary speak versus English. It's really lit.
But even the voices, like everything.
The commentary specifically, not like the voices. But if you do if you play 2K19 and you do its My Career and you do the prelude for the first time, you'll actually be in an area where they speak Mandarin Chinese, which is like the most common traditional form of Chinese. And you'll actually get your character speaking English, and you'll actually have somebody speak that form of Chinese and translate it into English for you. It's really dope. Like, you get to hear in a lot of games different languages. Like, when do you ever get that in video games anymore? Almost never.
Yeah.
You know? No. Holy shit! If I survive this fall, it'll be a miracle. Are you fucking high, game? You've got to be fucking high. Did you see that? You might be like a half second behind me, but you see that fall? Holy shit. I'm telling you, if this was Watch Dogs 1, let's put it this way, if this was Watch Dogs 1 or GTA 5, that fall would have instantly killed me. As I was halfway down. Yeah. But this game, it's like you could fall and stuff and survive. Alright, check this out. This poor person's gonna get charged with, what is it? Just a known criminal. You know, it's one of the funniest ones you can get, and it's one of the worst ones to see pop up to somebody, which I feel bad for them when you do it. Is you have them charged with being a suspected terrorist.
Well, then what happens? They get arrested and everything, or
yeah, you can actually see them arrested. Like they'll go over to them. Watch. See that person over there that I just did that to? Watch. They're gonna if the person runs, they'll try and tackle them, but they will literally cuff them and then take them away. It's hilarious. So you can like fuck with the police while also fucking with NPCs just for hell of it.
Oh yeah, I can see them. Like,
alright, that person needs to go to jail. For shame. Do you have no shame, Mr. Daryl Riley? Alright, once the police capture that convict and put him in the van, I can then do that. Because it's like, there's a delay. You have to wait for them to be put in the van and then taken to the prison before you can request another cop. But like, you could see them arresting them. It's pretty funny. And if I wanted to, I could screw with the cops and just like take their money. Like, watch this. I'm just gonna take that cop's money and be like, thank you, come again. You see that? I stole his money. If I want to really toy with them, watch that. Just let the person that's supposed to be a criminal just get away.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Assault with a deadly weapon. Oh, shit. Oh, I feel bad for some of these people. Oh, my gosh. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I've never done this before.
What?
Once the cops get out the car and they go to arrest the guy, I'm just gonna take the cop car and just run with it. So once they're going after the guy, right? They don't see it. And now I can take it. Adios, muchachos! Stupid idiota pendejos! Whoop, whoop! That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop! That's the sound of the beast. Can you dig it, sucker? Da-na-na-na-na-na. I just like fucking with them, because then they have to slow down. That does not sound sexual at all. Did you hear it? The way the officer sounded?
Yeah. Oh, the way he sounded? No, I didn't.
The way she sounded. Hello, Aunt Barber. Good to see you.
No.
Alright, sayonara, coppels.
Hey, Barber. I'm getting like a little delay with the message.
Yeah, because that's how the game, how the thing is. Bitch,
Yeah.
move!
Oh no.
Fuck you, police! Fuck the policia! La policia can eat my ass! Woo! Ooh, that cannonball dive! Thank you, Aunt Barbara. It's always good to have people stopping her. Da, 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 da. I know a song I could play for when I have to take a moment to get a drink and come back, because I could play it and it's never been copyrighted. I've used it in like a dozen streams.
Which one?
You know who Eric Bischoff is? You remember him? He was the old GM of Raw. He also owned WCW years ago before they got bought out by WWE in 01.
No, I don't.
I would play it, but I don't want to play it until I actually have to go do something and come back. Because I'm going to need a restroom break in a moment, as well as drink. So if you want to grab something, go ahead. Right now I need to get these damn officers off my ass. Yes, he owned WCW. He owned. He ran Raw around the time when Stephanie McMahon was the SmackDown GM. Trying to think of what else he was known for. Oh yeah, he was also known for being Vince McMahon's lapdog. That's a reference to Watch Dogs 1 if you don't know, Kamui. Remember when Aiden goes after what's his name there? What's his name? He goes after Iraq and he tells him, "Oh yeah, and you're Lucky Quinn's lapdog." Remember that? That's where that reference comes from. You don't remember that mission when you go to fight Iraq and he tells him he's Lucky Quinn's lapdog, and then Iraq responds, "Fuck you, man. Fuck you."
I don't know.
Yes, Aunt Barber. Yes, he was always Vince's lapdog. He'll always be Vince's lapdog. Unless, of course, somebody like frickin' what's the guy's name there from Smashing Pumpkins? What's his name there? Can't think of his name. He ran TNA. He ran Impact Wrestling for a little bit, and now he's trying to bring back the, I think it's called Northern Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and I can't think of his name. It's, Smashing Pumpkins members.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name. Corgan something.
Oh, Billy Corgan, thank you. As soon as you said Corgan something, I remembered it. Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to bring back NWA and stuff, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he actually already owns the licensing and the rights to the NWA wrestling brand. WWE doesn't. They own AWA, but they don't own NWA. So if they try and use it while he has the rights to it without his consent, there's a lawsuit.
Okay.
Oh, watch that! Sorry, cops, you had to. I thought I was going the other direction. My bad. Oh well. R.I.P. in peace. Yes, I know it's a repetition thing. You ever heard of a phrase that goes GG no re? You ever heard that phrase? GG no re.
GG no re? No, never.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. It's basically when you play a game with somebody, right, and you tell them GG no re, it means you're telling them good game, no rematch. Meaning you don't get a second chance. Hence the phrase GG no re.
Yeah, the GG I got it, but no re I didn't know.
Yeah, not a lot of people know it. You have to be a person that plays a lot of card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic to actually acknowledge a reference. Or to know it, you know.
Oh. Yeah.
But did you see that? It was like, skirt skirt! Cop goes flying, just dies. Also, I felt bad for the person whose boat I just hijacked. I literally throw them off, and they were able to get ready to swim to try and get back on, and then they bonk their head into my boat and die. Like, I feel so bad. Whee! Chase me! You remember that? Remember that from, oh, what game is that? San Andreas, GTA San Andreas. They have this guy known as, can't remember his name, but he's Jeffrey's old enemy, OG Loke's old enemy. And he just goes, woo, chase me. And then he's like, I like the fast ass, not the slow ass. It's so fucking stupid. Because he was like a dragster, a drag queen back when drag queening was like just becoming a big issue in the world. So, it was pretty funny to see that. Like, I love it when, like, companies make fun of each other or themselves. Like, Ubisoft actually acknowledged themselves by promoting their company in the game as an actual building that I did a mission for. What the fuck?
I would have been inside Ubisoft.
Well, not inside their building, but you can get access to something.
Oh, okay.
Die, motherfucker, die. You bitch. You got a little sniper, bitch? Where's the sniper, bitch-ass bitch? Hey, Compass! Try this one on for size. Whoop! Paralyzes his ass. Damn it! This game is really worth it. I got it for like 20 bucks with the previous game on PSN. As far as US goes, it's like 21 with tax. Outside of US, who knows what the pricing is? Because I know Canada is like $5 more expensive than the US. So if you bought something for 20 bucks here, you're paying like 25, almost 26 bucks for it with tax out there.
No, only 5. That's not so much.
Yeah. You're the UK? I wouldn't be able to help you. I don't know UK pricing. Shavla Helvete.
Here it's like the double, almost the double of the price.
Of the US?
Yeah.
So it's almost like...
Actually more.
So it's like 40 to 50 for a double bundle for you, huh? So if something was like 60 bucks here, it'd be like 120 for you, almost? Close to that? Oh, like in that range though, I'm saying.
No, it's basically 200 or more.
Really? Wow. So a game system here would be like literally the price of one game for you guys, almost. Is what you're saying. Like a cheap game system here would be a price of like a brand new game out there. Almost.
Probably or even more. Yeah,
wow.
More actually.
Oh wow.
It's like how much is a PS4?
It really depends. It's between like $299 to $300 at most, unless you get like a bundle and you buy it new in a bundle with like a really big hard drive, like a 2 terabyte hard drive. Then it goes up to like $300-400, but it's usually no more than like 300 plus ish. So
I suppose it's 300.
let's say let's mark it in the middle. Let's go 350. That way it's a perfect balance.
Yeah, probably here will cost more or less about 1,400 or.
Wow, so it's like almost quadruple the price here, like triple to quadruple. Jeez, wow.
That's also because of the dollar and because of the taxes.
Oh, because your guys' dollar value is kind of like how Germany was during World War II when the mark. The German mark's value inflated so much that the price became over-exaggerated. Like, literally something that's like $1 here is worth like $1,000 in like one country, I remember. I think there's like this guy I watch, and he was from like Jamaica, I think, and like $1 here in the US is equivalent to like $1,000 in their currency.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. Like, literally, you could literally have $1 and be pretty much the richest person in like $100, you could be only have $100, which is like chump change here, and be out in his country, and you'd be like a freaking millionaire to them almost.
Like $1 here, it's almost 4 of our currency. Reais.
Yeah.
Like $1 is almost 4 reais. It's near 4 reais already. But then we have the taxes. That's the problem. Like. Ridiculous taxes.
You know what's crazy is I thought my state was crazy with tax. Like I thought my state in the U.S. was crazy with tax, right? Then you look at something like freaking I think it's like Texas or Nevada or some big state, and that's like a little bit bigger than Connecticut, and they're freaking like like 10% sales tax on their stuff. I'm like, holy shit! And I thought Connecticut was. It's like, bruh. There is a phrase I would use, but I'm not going to use it because I'm not going to be called sort of, but I'm not going to risk saying it and then be called a racist even though I can get away with it. Let's just put it this way. If you know GTA and you know the slang word for the N-word, you know what word I'm referring to. Like, I could say it if I wanted to, but then I'd be called a racist. So I'm not going to use it on YouTube. If I use it outside of that with like a friend as like a joking thing, it's fine. It's if I say it like around black people or on YouTube, it's like the equivalent of literally saying that the king or queen of a country is like a psycho and needs to be murdered, and then you'd be put on trial for mutiny or whatever it is, you know? You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
Yep. So, what was I gonna... There's something I wanted to look up and I can't even think of it. Son of a beach.
Son of a beach.
That's how I say son of a bitch, because I don't like having to say son of a bitch unless I have to. Because I'm funny like that, you know? Why can't I think? Son of a bitch. Damn. I fucking hate when I want to say something or do a quote for something, and then I just have like this big brain fart just hit me in the face. Be like, bitch, you don't need to say shit. You know? I hate when I want to think of something and I can't think of it. Fuck my life, man. I feel like T-Valley that time, like on his recent stream when he finally got to have Jack Daniels for the first time in months, and he just literally finishes something and then he vaults over his couch. He actually had that on Twitter. I saw it. He vaulted over his couch like a dingus. I'm like, T-Valley, are you insane? Remember? Wow, that's funny. Jumping from that bridge can kill me, but falling from as high up as I was with like a rock and everything, that didn't kill me. Really? Like, also, Kamui, did you notice my my profile photo on my YouTube streams, like when I'm streaming from my PS4? You notice my icon?
Yeah, it's from Yakuza, right?
Yeah, it's the main character of Yakuza. Cause I own the game. Whoa! What the? You fucking Egypt!
What happened?
A fucking person, some dumbass driver in a fucking SUV just fucking up and ran my ass over. You wanna hear me imitate my favorite recreate my favorite moment from Jeff Dunham from one of his videos? If you'd like to hear it, let me know.
Sure.
Alright, so this is my favorite one. It's from the episode called Bad Day. So Jeff is talking with Peanut, and he's like, "I understand you guys had a great day today." Yes, and then obviously he has Jose, which is like the Mexican jalapeno thing, right? And he's like, "I understand you guys had a great day today." Yes, we had a great day. No, we did not. Yes, no, we did not have a good day. Yes, we had a great freaking day. And then he looks at Peanut, and Peanut looks at him and goes, "What?" He goes, "Do you have a good day?" "Yeah, no, shut up." "A good day." "Yes, no, shut up." "You're supposed to have taken him to the spa." "I took him to the spa." "He put me in the vegetable steamer." It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It is too. It gets hot, then it gets steamy, then it goes ding. Purple bastard. Mexican condiment. What is a condiment? I do not use them. You don't? And neither did your mother. And then you hear Walter, which is like this old geezer dude, out of the background, say, "Oh, that's funny shit right there. That is funny shit." And then it goes, Peanut goes, "Oh, that was really good. You gotta work on it a little, though." He goes, "Why?" He says, "Because from here it sounded like it came out of my ass." And then Jose goes, "Now I have somewhere to put my steak." And then it goes, "Did anything else happen today?" "No." "See, damn." Get out of the car. Get out of the car. What happened?" "He slammed my steak in the door. And now I have a sore steak." He's like, "It was funny. He looked like a hood ornament from Taco Bell." And then he goes, he's like, "Peanut, did you apologize?" Peanut goes, "No." He goes, "Why?" I couldn't breathe." He's like, "Why couldn't you breathe?" "He was laughing too hard." And then that's where that quote I did came from, right? And then he goes, so then Peanut goes and says something to him. He's like, "All right, look, he's like, look, you're just gonna have to be nice to him." He goes, "Okay, Jose, ¿cómo está usted?" "Oh, bien, que le hago de mover." "Oh, sí, bueno." And he goes, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm talking to Jose and Steve talk." He's like, "Well, don't do that." "Why not?" "Well, it makes me feel left out." He's like, "What do you mean?" You're like, "Well, I don't speak Spanish." And then Peanut goes, you know, he just goes into like this weird, like, you know, like he's trying to hold the laugh in kind of thing. Like, you know, like when you like drink and you get it caught in your throat and you have like that weird hiccup laugh.
Yeah.
So he does that. And then Jose, who was looking at Jeff as it happens, goes, "Do do 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 do," and then Peanut goes, "Picture if you will." And then they go into then he goes like talking about how Peanut would be better off, or Jose would be better off in the box, and he's like, "It's much nicer in the box." He's like, "Whoa!" I thought you were gonna drop him, because he almost drops him. And he's like, "Do not drop me, senor." He's like, "I won't drop you, Jose." And he's like, or Peanut's like, then he goes like, Jose goes like, "I look like the Jose jalapeno on the floor." And then he goes, and Peter's talking about stirring the guac, you know, stomping on him, stirring him with his own stick and stuff. And then he's like, don't close the door. Why not? The cockroaches. You have cockroaches in there? A big one big one, on a stick. And then he's like, Senor, what? I need to come back out. Okay, come back out. I wish to see the senoritas. What? I wish to see the girls. What girl? Skinny girl. What makes you think a girl would want to see you? Jose has the stick. And then it ends. It's my favorite episode ever. Other than that, my other favorite one is when he does the, 'twas the night before Christmas, and it goes like this. He goes, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all the Jews were at the movies. Or eating Chinese food. He's like, he goes, and then he goes, he talks about how he's like, you know, he just goes into like this whole like 'twas the night before Christmas thing, but with like a bunch of comedy. It's like really cheesy and funny. But here's a good question: why the fuck can't my fucking RC jumper get up in that bitch? Like, I don't think I have a thing to get it up there enough. I know what I need. All right, bring those back. Let's see.
Can't you go there? Like,
you can't get up in there
right.
because there's like no way to climb up it. I know what I need to climb up there, and the thing I need I have to locate again. Because remember where I fell, right? Remember that spot I fell at? Remember the scissor lift that was there? Right? You need one of those to be able to do it, or you need a really, really high vehicle to throw the RC jumper on to do it. Ooh, is that a... Ooh, what are... Is this one of those go-kart Oh, let's fucking go. I'ma hijack me a fucking cart, bitch! Go-kart city, bitch! Just be like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
we're gonna walk around the city with those.
Yeah, you can go around. You can literally go around the city of California in pretty much any vehicle you want. Like, you want to see something really dope? You want to see something really dope? Check this out. All right, car on demand. Watch this. Ready? Check this out. I'm gonna get a movie vehicle, like in-game movie car, to spawn in. So what are you snacking on? It sounds like you're snacking on something good. Kamui.
Yeah?
What you snacking on, my friend? It sounds like something delicious that you're snacking on.
No, actually, it's just a bag.
Because it sounds like you're eating something, and I'm like, what is he doing? Unless he's crumbling a bag for fun. So you see this? Look at this is that movie car that you steal early on in the game, and then you spray paint it with dead sec. And no, this is where it gets funnier, right? You do it, you know, like the go-kart races I did, where you like you can go in first person and see yourself driving the steering wheel thing, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get the RC back. Check this out. So see how I'm in this perspective, right? But my hand is there. There's a mission where you do like a go-kart style challenge with this vehicle, but the twist is you're not in the vehicle, you're remotely controlling it, so you troll the cops with a remote controlled car like this. It's hilarious. I also find it funny how your character says my name is Will Smith when he's doing like one of the San Diego driver mission things. It's hilarious. Alright, let's see something here.
Yeah, the game had improved. The game has improved.
Yeah, with a lot of comedy.
One.
There we go. Alright, that completes that one. Where's the next one?
Josh, I found another zombie-infested phone.
Does it have CTOS mobile on it?
Yep, recent update too.
This is infuriating. I can't figure out what it's trying to do.
I'll stay on the trail.
I like how we're hacking into like a zombie infected thing, because it's a zombie virus as they call it. It's kind of cool when you get like these real life phone virus things as a reference to real life incidences in a video game. But I find it funny that I think Watch Dogs 1 takes place in like 2030 something, right? And what's funny is you actually get a little bit of a foreshadowing, because that game came out in like the same time that GTA 5 came out, and you get a reference to the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series in 2016. It was like a foreshadowing thing. You get like a reference. It's pretty fun, pretty freaking cool when it foreshadows the future in a thing that takes place like years after it would have happened.
Nice. I'm starting to
Like The
understand
Simpsons.
this process.
Yeah, exactly.
Spread through infected access.
Why?
I don't know yet. They definitely haven't though. This is organized a lot like the first zombie code, even though the systems are totally different.
Damn, what is he up to? I'll keep looking.
There we go. I was like, why couldn't I hack it for a second? By the way, you got any dogs or something? Because I can hear a dog barking in the background.
Another zombie attack.
Alright, watch this. Here comes my crush character in this game.
Confirm the delivery method. Josh, send in the note to you.
Your crush character?
I have a crush on the female character in there. Just give it a second.
Oh, okay.
Give it a second.
Alright.
He's searching for specific keywords, most of them related to gray-strong military defense technology.
He's building.
That one, right here, Satara. If you ever see her, what she looks like up close, right? Like if you see what she looks like up close, which I could do that right now. I can go to the hackerspace and show you right now. She is some.
Okay, so
she is definitely what I like to call.
seen her.
In this game, she is what I like to call eye candy. What's a video game without some eye candy? Am I right?
True. True.
I mean, literally, that's what the reason for a lot of sports are. Is they have eye candy. See her right there? See that one right there?
Eye candy.
You see that one right
Yeah.
there? That's her. I'm in love with you, Satara. Too bad this game doesn't let you do like in other video games where you can actually have relationships, like in GTA. Because then I would have a relationship with her and make her my character's girlfriend. Be like, fuck all you other guys, you ain't getting a piece of that ass. Seriously, look at that. Look at that fine booty. Bootylicious, baby. Yes, I'm immature, but I love it. Deal with it. Okay, let's see. Oh, the Tezca's paint job. Give me that. Alright, and there's Wrench, I mean, sorry.
What it?
Dildora cat. And then that dude there, you see that guy in the background there? You see him?
Yeah.
You know who he is? You might recognize him when you
No.
see his face. Here's a hint. He's the one that helps Aiden in the first game.
Oh, it's the same guy.
T-Bone. That's T-Bone. Literally, look.
T-Bone, yes.
Something that maybe
True.
only a few may have noticed. But when the
That's
financial
him.
crisis
Yep.
hit in 2008, Blue made cash when everyone else lost. Lots of it.
Now, ain't that interesting?
It was all above board. They created
That's
an
him.
algo that gave
And that's Marcus. That's T-Bone. Marcus, the main character of this.
Now we've got CTOS popping up across country. And now there's
It sucks though, because my character's homie, Horatio, is dead at this point, sadly. Also, that's a spoiler warning, sorry. Calvin Jr., hello!
Okay. Hey, Calvin.
I didn't even know Calvin was even here. I didn't even see him until now, so if he was here and then he disappeared and came back, I'm sorry for not even noticing you, my amigo. I just love that. Just like, fuck you. Except, right, we exit the building. We go through here. See that dude right there? Watch this.
Your deck is trash. You've got two.
Alright. Windpipe. Night night. No phone. You bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You must be fucking drunk if you think you're gonna fuck with Marcus. Oh, punt kick your ass. Don't fucks with me. Punt kick. Night night. I just knocked everybody's ass out in this building.
Poor guy.
Night night, lady. Nobody to see here. Adios, muchachos. Crashed them into a fucking wall. Whee! Wait, check this out. Bye, copper.
TOS integration. More connectivity. Alright, but I'm moving permissions for a little while until we can get this sorted out.
Alright, while that dude's doing that, I'm gonna tase this bastard. Oh, I missed him.
Alright.
Oh, come on, I want to tase the fucking cop while he's distracted. Night night, that's what you get for taking away my CTOS shite. You stupid good girl. Rabbit business, fuck money stock. Love that. I just love beating on the NPCs just for the hell of it, because you can.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
ridiculous, but fun. It's stupid, but fun.
Yep. Night night. Oh, I kicked the dude in his freaking stomach. You stupid Jackie Chan looking ass. Stupid bitch. I just love beating on NPCs for the hell of it because it's fun. I would never shoot them, but I'll definitely knock them out with punches. You know, because it's different when you beat them up punching them to death versus just tasing them and then shooting them to death. It's like, dude, that's violent. I don't do that style of violence. I don't condone gun violence on NPCs in a video game. Unless you have to. You know, like if it's a gang or something. Like if it's a gang, then fine. Check that out. I'm gonna blow up that.
City is that?
What?
What city is that?
This is based off of California, San Francisco, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Alright, watch this. See that cop right there that's standing in front of the thing? Watch.
Yeah.
See the car? Watch the car, watch the cop. Bye, copper! I'm gonna murder cops without even having to touch them. You see that? I'm like literally murdering cops without even having to lay a finger. I'm just murdering cops without having to touch them. It's awesome. Officer, do you got a problem with me? Good night. Choke out. Alright, you see that dog? Night, doggo. Night, officer. Bad doggo. Bad doggo. Get whipped, bitch. Fucking bitch. Alright, and you see that cop? Because I already knocked him out. Dead. And I'm out. They won't even know where I'm at. Cause check this out. Ready? Because they don't know what vehicle I was in. Because I know I had to. I'm sorry, doggo. I don't usually like to kill dogs in video games. It's sad. Saddens me.
Okay.
Alright, and check this out. I'm gonna hide in the car and they won't even know where I'm at. Suckers! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Can you dig it, sucker? You wanna know a song I can get away with playing? Because not only is it instrumental, but it's not even really copyrighted per se. Is this. Listen. Hold on. I think it's this one. Let's see if it's this. Yeah, this one.
I know.
Oh, f you, Lays. Fuck you.
Do we go
Lays, piss off, you bloody wanker. You bloody wanker, piss off. Domino's can suck my ass. But I think it would enjoy that too much. A lot of these companies would enjoy sucking my ass. I love this remix. Kurt Angle, baby. Let me see if I can find the instrumental DX theme, because I'm not getting copyrighted. Give me a sec. Oh, do me a favor, Calvin. I believe it's exclamation. It should. Let me double check my command. I haven't looked at my Nightbot shit in so long. It's been forever. Give me one moment. Nightbot.tv. Sign into my YouTube. See that? They're speaking Spanish. Pretty sure it's Spanish. I wonder what this guy's gonna say. No! Oh my gosh. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to hear the guy's conversation and I accidentally put it out in APB. Like, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to listen in on his conversation. I feel so bad now. I put out an APB on an innocent person that I didn't want to do it to. Alright, let me see. Put in for the command. Nightbot should be active by default. I know if somebody typed out the word hi, it would automatically register. Put exclamation... Give me one moment. Let's see. Oh, actually, I got one for you to do, Kamui. Put in exclamation, like the exclamation point, right?
Yeah.
And then put the word Rusev, R-U-S-E-V. Just watch what happens. Assuming Nightbot works.
R-U-S-V-E.
S-E-V.
S-E-V, okay. Wait.
I don't have a shut your butt command.
R?
U. S-E-V.
S-E-V.
And it's pronounced Rusev. And now wait for it. Assuming Nightbot cooperates and it's active, it should be. It's usually always active. I never had to actually tell it to stay active, it always is.
No, it sometimes takes a while. It's normal.
Well, it will register, because it registers whenever somebody writes hi, it immediately registers that one, like, every time. Like, there's no cooldown on that one, and that one's supposed to have, like, a 5-second cooldown on every command or something like that. And yet, people put it in every 2 seconds and it still registers it. Yeah, I know you're a punta. Not you, the person calling me that. Here's a good question. Oh my goodness, phone, stop being a little bitch. How do I know if my Nightbot is even active? Oh, it's not even in the channel. I gotta tell it to join the channel. Now try it. So just delete it and redo it. If you don't mind. Like retract it and then retype it. Or just retype it. It's up to you. I don't care if you repeat it. I don't have a Beavis and Butthead command. I would do an exclamation command thing and have a command list, but I'm too lazy for that shite.
Yeah, I think you need to update the commands.
Yeah, I got some really dated commands here that I've had for months. You misspelled Rusev, Calvin. Let's see, I should have a Kurt Angle command I know of. I'm gonna have to figure out how to add in like a sound effect to it to make it better.
This is gang territory. Haddock's working with gangs now?
No, Haddock wouldn't work with gangs.
How do you know?
Because the alternative doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't.
There's more to it.
It's exclamation Kurt Angle. So K-U-R-T-A-N-G-L-E. Bitch, fuck off, you fucking racist prick. Fuck that shit, I'm out. Fuck that shit, I'm out. Whee! There it goes. Do me a favor, Kamui. I want you to try this one, just for fun, because it's a classic Rock Solid reference. If you know who Rock Solid Productions is, or Gary is, you'll recognize the reference. Just put exclamation hit, I believe it is. Or actually, no. You guys want to see a cool one? Kamui, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. I'm going to show you guys my favorite command that actually is programmed so that when you write it, right, it'll say your channel name said the phrase. Piss off, you bloody Egypt. The 580s are in conflict with the police.
Help them.
Let's see. Just don't move and I'll be safe. Alright, here we go. Ready? Oh, Shiza. Are they actually seeing me though? I don't think they can see me now. Good. I'm gonna lose the policia. Alright, and you have to spell it. La Policía. And when you write RAR, you have to write it exactly as I wrote or it won't register. And see, it says, whoever wrote it said RAR. I had help writing that command in. Because I never knew how to program it where you could have the person that writes it says they're saying it, you know, where it says their name. So like if you said like, gets a cookie, they would be like, you know, it would be that person gets a cookie if you did it a certain way. It's like very specific on Nightbot. It's weird. So watch, it should say, if it's not going to have a big enough, a huge delay, it should say Calvin Jr. said RAR.
Wait a minute. I don't think this is about gangs at all. This is smart.
Going to fill us in?
Soon. I got a hunch.
See?
What you got there? Who gave it to you? A guy with maybe. It's So? Hey, you can. Where's a lot of black? That's all? Nothing.
Pretty dope though, huh?
Yeah.
And that's from a friend of mine named Lady Rena. She's a friend of another friend, who's a friend of that friend. It's complicated. See, too bad Emily isn't here.
Because he knows a guy will easily spread the zombie virus. Think about it.
I got a better one. I got a better one coming. What? Do you know who? I have a command for Emily, but she's not here to see it.
Oh yeah.
Because I call her the Pyro Cat Queen, right? Because she's a kitty cat, but also a pyrotechnics maniac. I call her. If you write the phrase that Boo would always call Sully in Monsters Inc., it would literally say, "A wild Emily appears" as a reference to her being a kitty and stuff. But since she's not here, there's no sense in doing it. I'm an ass man. So if you write the word ass, A-S-S, right, like the actual word, you don't censor it in any way, right? It literally labels it with, I'm an ass man, but I'm going to find out how to add in like a sound command to it, so that when I do it, it'll say, I'm an ass man, as it plays, just for the hell of it. But I got to figure out how to do that again. I haven't done it in so long, I forget how to do half the shit I want to do. Because I barely ever use Nightbot. I never pay attention to Nightbot, so... Alright, you see those exhaust pipes, right, on the car? Check this out. See the green flame? That's a nitrous feature that I get from doing the mission that gave me that movie car. It's pretty dope. Alright, where the fuck is it? Let's see. I think I actually have a Mr. Hanky command. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. Towel. I know what you're referring to. That's South Park. Party. Creating party. La fiesta, the party. La fiesta, la fiesta. Let's bring them back in again. Alright. Once Kamui's in here, I'll clarify it. But yeah, my favorite song from South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut, goes like this. It's from the Terrence and Phillip scene. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're an ass-licking fucker, Uncle Fucker. You're an Uncle Fucker. Yes, it's true. Nobody fucks their uncle. Quite like you. That's all I can remember from it. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo-poo. Yep. Vroom, 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 vroom. Or you have this one, you have, this is my favorite song, ready? Cosmo's a bitch, she's a big old bitch, she's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world, she's a big old bitch, she's a bitch, she's a bitch, 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 hey! Cosmo's a bitch, she's such a dirty bitch. And at the beginning he goes like this, he goes, I just remember he goes, Monday through Friday, she's a bitch. He talks about how, like, Monday through Friday she's a bitch, and then on Monday through Saturday she's a big old bitch, and just to be different on Sunday she's a big old king, Kamehameha biatch, and then it goes into what I was talking about. It's funny. I love that movie. I got it for free on DVD.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got it for free. Like, I went to like this local place and they gave it to me for free.
Nah, that's nice, man. I really like the movie. I got on the DVD too, but
Yeah. I got a lot of my favorite movies for free, believe it or not, or for cheap. Like I literally got 007 Die Another Day on DVD for $1. Nice. And it's the movie that features cool. You remember the Catwoman live action film?
Sadly, yes.
That lady that played Catwoman in that live action film is the one that plays like the female protagonist or antagonist to James Bond in that film.
Oh, Halle Berry?
Same person. Same female actress that played Catwoman plays the main female that's on the cover of that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Terrence and Phillip. Terrence and Phillip was awesome.
I love Terrence and Phillip because I just remember like they like this is my favorite quote from them. "Shut your mouth, you donkey raping shit eater." So whenever I get the chance, I get mad at somebody and it's not like my parents. I just be like, "Shut your fucking mouth, you donkey raping shit eater." Oh, I just made the cops just murder some fool almost. This poor biker almost got fucking run over by cops because of me. You know what I'm gonna do just for the hell of it? Because I can. Because he's right there. Oh shit, watch, no, watch the cop car, watch. Look at it. Oh yeah, hello there, children. Bruh. You ain't getting away with stealing that.
Yeah, I miss Chef.
You know the reason, the only reason they killed off Chef was because the person behind his character had an issue with like their science statement. If it wasn't for that, they'd be on. Right? Yeah, it was like a Scientology related thing. It was dumb. Yep, I stole their scooter. Skirt, skirt.
Pizza!
Right. Pizza, pizza. You know what my favorite moment is from South Park? Is this one. And I can't remember if it was in the movie or if this is like from one of the later episodes that followed up from the movie. But when they introduced the whole kick the baby thing and he's like, kick the baby! Or he's like, ready, Ike? Kick the baby! Don't kick the baby. Kick the baby! Don't kick the goddamn baby! Kick the baby! And he goes through like the window or something. I love that. Oh, that's classic. I actually have a DVD that I got for free that has like the very, very first like televised pilot episode. Not the, you know, the pilot episode that was on the Tiger Woods game that they ended up having to take off shelves and remove because that's what they had to use to do the coding. And it was like that Santa versus Krampus special. That was like a pilot episode that wasn't supposed to air. Like when they were first testing their limits and stuff. Like I had, it's the first real, well the first real film from that series was or the first real episode that was the pilot episode was of was from when they basically had like them getting captured by aliens, kind of like what they reference in the South Park Stick of Truth, I think it was, game, if you remember, from like that. That was a reference to the very first official pilot of the series. And I have the DVD that has that first official episode with that moment on it. And I just find it funny how every time he tried to talk to the, like every time, what's his name there? The one that, what is it? Kyle is the one that Cartman always talks bad about, right? I think it's Kyle, and I just remember, like, Kyle has, like, this crush on this girl, and just every time he tries to talk to her, he just would throw up. Like, he could not talk to her without wanting to throw up. It was funny.
Oh, yeah, no, it was Stan.
That's who it was, Stan, that's right.
Yeah.
I was like, it's either Kyle or Stan, I can't remember.
It's Wendy, I think, the name of the girl. I don't remember.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how fast I can beat the time on this thing. Because I'm going to try and beat its record. You want to hear, who wants to hear me do some rap? I don't care what rapper I do, I can do a rap song if I got to, if I can remember it. Like, I remember one that has, I think her name is Sia, or something like that. It's a female singer in Eminem, and I can't remember past her lines. It goes, my tea is it goes, the tea is gold, I'm wondering why. got out of bed at all. Like, that's all I remember. But if you ask me to sing something like, give me an Eminem song and I'll tell you if I know it. If I know it, I'll sing it. Do you got one in mind, Kamui? If not, we can have Calvin come up with one. Also, I love how I just missed the checkpoint.
Like, I don't know. I'm horrible to remember rap songs. Maybe
Alright, Calvin, you got one in mind? If Calvin doesn't come up with one, I got one in mind, but I'm not sure if it's the one I want to do. Because I need people's opinion before I just jump into any old song. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up, Mike. There we go. Vroom, 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 vroom. Oh, you dumb idiota, pendejo gringo. I don't know anything by Beyonce. I need like Eminem, Drake, Dre. I don't even care if it's considered racist or not. I might do NWA just because I can. Well, I could do Mario Brothers. I can do like the Mario Brothers theme. How about no, because that's gonna have a lot of things that would get me considered a racist, so let's not say we did.
okay.
How about we try this one? I got one. If I can look up the lyrics for it. Hold on, wait. I should be able to remember this because I know this song, I listened to it enough. And it's in my favorite movie. Alright, I'm gonna have to restart this challenge again because I just wasted 3 seconds trying to look up lyrics for a song. Alright, I'm gonna do Venom. I'm gonna see how well I could do Venom. Y'all ready for this?
Alright, good luck.
Alright, here we go. I got a song filled with shit with a strong will. When the world gives you a raw deal, set you off till you scream, piss off, scream when it talks to you like you don't belong, or tells you you're in the wrong field when something's in your mitochondria, cause it latched on to you like knock knock, let the devil in, benevolent as I've ever been, head is spinning this medicine, screaming medicine, lick, cause soluble, Edgar Allan Poe, bedridden, should've been dead a long time ago, liquid Tylenol, gelatin, thinks my skeleton's melting. Hold on, let me see this. Just don't sing R. Kelly. He's gonna find Bill Cosby. Oh, I can't even now. I can't even talk now. Wow. Oh, speaking of hammer time, you're gonna have to watch out for when I get a webcam. Thanks to Russ Lyman, he's gonna be sending me an old PS4 webcam. The moment I get that, you guys better expect to see me doing the hammer dance on stream, cause I can do it. I could do that little shuffle style dance he could do without needing baggy pants.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
You'll see it the moment I get a webcam, cause otherwise, how are you gonna know I actually did it? You know.
True.
Oh, I could do it. Trust me. I've practiced for years how to do it. It's not hard. It's actually, believe it or not, it's probably the easiest dance to master than anything. Because like, there's one dance that you could master, but because so many people have different opinions on what exactly classifies as doing it, right? Nobody really knows the exact true origins of the dance. They just know it as the Charlie Brown. And nobody knows which thing is the real Charlie Brown because so many people do different versions to represent Charlie Brown. You know, like some of them do that like legs, hands, side to side thing, some do something else. Bill Cosby could wish he could have my ass, but he can't have shite. He could literally get a cup of my shit if he wanted, but that's as far as I go as giving him what he wants. Alright, let me grab my drink. I'll be right back. Un momento, por favor. Come on, if you just want to talk and just spew whatever. I don't care if you're speaking in Portuguese or English. Just keep the chat rolling. I'll be back.
Alright. Calvin, what songs do you like, man? I mean, what kind of music do you like? Because we were talking about music before the stream. And Icor has a very nice taste. I mean, he likes lots of different kinds of music. Kinds of music.
Alright, I am back in. How did the. I swear I stopped the event. Didn't I quit the event? No, I must have restarted. Derp. Alright. Which. This should be the good one. Alright.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright, I am back. So, what were you guys talking about? I'm sorry, I wasn't even sure what was going on.
I asked Calvin what kind of music.
Oh, what music he likes?
Like.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, so what was I gonna say? There was something I wanted to say and I can't think. Oh, you know what's funny? Is let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask both of you this and you can answer. Do either of you remember Child's Play 2?
Yeah.
Remember the chant from Child's Play?
Yeah, not so much.
I kid you not, if you told me recite the entire closing segment of Child's Play 2, that means from the moment when he starts the chant to the moment down to the lightning point to when he gets put with the vacuum tube thing in his mouth and blown up, I could recite the entire quote segment and memorize what happens in each scene down to a T. You want me to try and do the Child's Play chant before I go into rapping?
Try it.
Alright, here we go. It goes like this. It goes... Well, first he starts by, he gets to Andy, he tackles him on the ground, whacks him upside the head with a knife, knocks him out cold. He goes, close your eyes and count to 7. When you awake, you'll be in heaven. Then he does his evil little laugh, and then he goes, yeah, Chucky's my friend to the end. Actually, Chucky's more my friend to the end than anything. Chucky could be my freaking bodyguard for all I care. He can never die. I mean, unless you know his true blue weakness that perma kills him, it's impossible to kill him, especially if he's working with you and not against you. I know Stephen King's It, which is Pennywise. Literally, the way you kill him is just imagine that the thing that's going to kill your fear kills him, and then when you use that item, it can kill them. Like, why do you think in the miniseries in the 80s, when they shot like a piece of aluminum foil, it killed Pennywise? Because they made it, they imagined that the thing that would kill him, that they were using, was the aluminum foil, and it was strong enough to kill him. That's why he died from it. And that's why he started turning into how he did, because that thing was his weakness. You know? And that's when they were kids, mind you. Oh, isn't that, the thing where it's got all the spikes on his face, isn't that Pinhead? Is his name? I swear his name is Pinhead.
Hellraiser, right?
That might... Alright, we're waiting to see if Kamui gets back in. Alright, Kamui, sorry about that. Seemed to do it again. So, basically, oh, I think I know what Calvin Jr. is referring to, and I'm having a brain fart. Because the channel that I like to watch actually did a video on it. The channel was, whatchamacallit there? The channel is, the kill count, or dead meat kill count. Also, I love how that guy just got himself...
Oh, yeah, I think dead meat kill count or something.
Yeah, they did a video on it. They did a video on it, and I can't think of the video the guys that Calvin Jr. is thinking of. But yeah, basically, so Chucky bonks him on the head, he puts him to sleep, you know, as he says, which knocks him unconscious, and he says, he starts the chant, and he goes, Ade Dewey Dambala, give me the power, I beg of you. Then you get the lightning. Kyle's still trying to figure out where the heck Chucky is by listening to the chant while running inside the, you know, the factory. And then he goes, Lave merci de poischayo, la cous en te portemot, motis meletek of moboche, adile borte boise dembala. And he repeats that like 4 times. And then he gets the blood and he screams, no! You know, because it took too long. It took more than 24 hours to try and convert.
Yeah.
And so as a result, he gets mad. They end up having him chase after him with a knife or a hand. And then Kyle puts the tube into his mouth. And as they're getting ready to, as they're inflating him, right? Like as it inflates him, she goes like this. She goes and gives him the middle finger, right? And then the thing just inflates and just blows him up. It's fucking phenomenal for an ending to an episode of a movie. I loved it. Alright. Let's see how well I can do.
Not yet, Calvin Jr. Lots of people say it's very good.
The movie I'm
I
worried about
haven't.
won't happen with a reboot until April 5th, sadly. Want to guess what it is?
The new Chucky?
Nope, Pet Cemetery. The reboot of Pet Cemetery. Pet Cemetery's reboot comes out April 5th. I want to see that shit. That looks like a better version than the original. Wonder if I can. I want to test something. Oh, you can't hack the. Oh, because this isn't an actual train. It's just like a station that's made to have like a replica train. That sucks. Wouldn't it be cool if you just hack the train and it just suddenly just starts moving? And it just breaks through to where it's not supposed to. Because if you notice, there's no other rail tracks. It's literally right here and that's it. Because it's like a museum thing. Alright, let's see if I can do this. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find the karaoke version of that. Because if I can find a karaoke, it'll help me focus. What, you didn't see any previews about the Pet Cemetery reboot, Kelvin?
I have, but I'm worried. I don't know.
I want to see the Child's Play reboot because it's supposed to be like a modern take on the original Child's Play 1. Like, it's going to be based around Child's Play, like, remember the opening scenes of Child's Play 3? How in Child's Play 3, like, when they do the opening scene, you see, like, Chucky's getting his eyes put in, he's getting rebuilt and everything, following up from Child's Play 2. Like, it's like that starting opening, but then it's going to have all the storyline concepts of Child's Play 1. With it. It's really cool. It's going to be a mashup of two of the best parts of Child's Play, like some of the best and worst parts of both of them combined. Night night.
It's going to be cool.
Good night. Thank you. Come again. Oh yeah, and you know what, officer? Be safe, because I don't want you to wake back up, because I know even if you shock them, they only stay down for so long. Yeah,
Pet movie that I love is The Puppet Master.
Never even heard of that. You know, it's a movie I want to see that's apparently supposed to be like really ominous and stuff that came out in like the 30s. It was a black and white silent film. The Nosferatu film, because apparently that's considered horror.
Ah, well.
You know what I find funny though?
Time it was.
You know what I find funny? As I never want to watch, there's a certain franchise I don't want to watch, right? I can't think of it, but it's like multiple movies. I think it's like Saw, where they have like 8 films or 9 films now. But yet, I want to watch, but yet, there's a film franchise I want to watch, which is even more dark than that, and I'm okay with wanting to watch it. Which is really fucked up. Like, my brain must be broken. Like I said to people, because they were talking about scary movies, right? And I'm like, I don't want to see any Saw. I'm not really a one for the gore of Saw, right? So I'm like, what about the movie series, The Human Centipede? You know, the 3 Human Centipedes. They said those are even gorier. I'm like, well, my brain must be broken because I want to see those. Rather watch those than Saw. Don't know why. My brain.
Watch them.
Are they as...
I watched all the 3 movies.
Yeah.
The 3 Human Centipede.
Yeah.
I didn't know. The second movie is okay.
Yeah.
But the other 2 are just, for me at least, they are just boring.
Yeah, is it just me or does this car sound very electric? See what I mean? Like how electric that sounds?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's have it do a backwards jump off the ramp. Skirt skirt! That was a fail. Oh well. People are all focused on that, so I'm just gonna take the bike and do the jump. Vroom, 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 vroom. Oh, that's right, they're doing an It 2 this year. That's right, I keep forgetting about that. What I care about is the Child's Play series, the TV series. Also, there's rumors that once they start introducing the Child's Play TV series, right, that they're also going to actually finally have the dream crossover people have been wanting with Child's Play and the Friday the 13th films by having
Oh, really?
by having Chucky and Freddy actually cross over for once. Which would be the first time in both franchises' history that they're ever going to do that.
That'd be nice.
I'm like, if you do that,
Awesome.
you will immediately get me to buy tickets for both events. I don't care if it's 2 separate movies where I get 2 different endings. I'll watch the same movie twice just for the hell of it. You know?
And I love the first Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's bad, but it's good.
Yeah, let me see if this is karaoke. Bear with me, because I want to make sure there's no copyrighted lyrics coming out of it. Okay, good. So I could probably do this one. If it's in the right beat style. I got a song filled with shit for the strong-willed. When the world gives you a raw deal, set you off to... Yeah, see, I hate when they have, like, that weird music, and then they try and do, like... It's supposed to be karaoke, but yet they somehow have, like, the lyrics echoing in the background. It just throws it off. It's crazy. Bitch. Nice. You know what's funny though is I actually liked the miniseries of It better than the reboot. And funny enough, the miniseries was actually the first form of horror genre I ever watched. No joke, like that and what was it? I forget which Nightmare on Elm Street it was. It's the one with the scene where they reference the Power Glove, and he's like, "Oh, a new high score." You remember that one? I can't think of which Nightmare on Elm Street related film that is. Alright, Calvin. Catch you soon, mate. But you know what I'm referring to, right? Like, you remember that? Like, there's the scene where he's controlling the kid in his dreams and he sends him down the stairs to his death. I think I own it on DVD and I can't even think of the name of it. I just know it's part of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Not to be confused with any other franchise, so.
Part 4, maybe?
I think so. I think it is part 4. A lot of people said it was that, but I'm not sure.
Oh, bye, Calvin.
He'll be back, though. He said he'll be right back. Alright, let's try this real quick, and then after this song, I'm probably going to end the stream. Because it's getting close to 2 o'clock, and I got stuff to deal with around that time.
Alright.
But, I mean, I'll still chat with you. I just won't want to stream at that point.
Okay.
Go song.
Yeah, I have to do some things, too.
Yeah. Alright, let's just see if I can,
I gotta do some things for tomorrow, so.
Oh, to prep for work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I would ask a question, but I don't want to come off seeming like, you know, rude about it, because it's like a sexuality-related thing. Because I remember you said something about, like, I don't know if you were just saying it, you know, like how, like, with kids, when the parents will always joke around when they say, like, boyfriend, girlfriend, and they're joking around with the kids because they're, like, they're a friend, but they're also a boy or a girl kind of thing, right? You know what I'm talking about? Remember how you said like, something about a boyfriend? Is that like an actual, like you're dating them, or is it just like a friend that's a guy? Like I don't...
No.
Like I don't want to assume that. That's why I didn't want to assume. I don't care that you do or not. I just was like curious. I didn't want to because I don't want to be assuming it's that case, and then it's like the context is just taken out of context, you know? Because I have a friend. Because I have a friend that I've known since middle school that's dating a girl, and she has a girlfriend. You know, and I'm like, I don't care what your sexuality is, as long as you're happy with yourself, you know? Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise, you know? You know what I hate, though, is on Twitter I saw this. You know who J.K. Rowling is, right?
Yeah, sure.
You don't know, do you? Because the way you said it, you sound like you don't know.
Oh, yeah, sure. The one that...
She wrote Harry Potter. Yeah. So she wrote something about, like, how Dumbledore and one of the characters from Fantastic Beasts had, like, a gay relationship type thing. And then people were hating on it, and I'm like, you guys can all go suck a cock, a big fat cock, because that is just rude. We're in 2019, and people, like, literally, almost every country now is pretty much allowing, in many locations, you know, same-sex marriage and everything else, and the ability to have children and everything else, you know, together, and adopt kids with the same sex and everything, and I'm like, if she's trying to show respect to that, you show respect to her. You don't disrespect somebody who's trying to, you know, acknowledge it.
Oh.
You know, yeah, they're very ignorant. They are, my favorite term I like to use is ignoramuses. It means they are stupid or ignorant people. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost 9 years that we are together. I mean, we don't live together.
Nice.
But we live close.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
But we decided not to live together.
Just probably because it's just a lot easier for both of you to have your own separate places for the time being until you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you'd rather take it one step at a, you'd rather take it one step at a time and go day by day versus just forcing it, you know? Because it could ruin a relationship if you go together too quick, you know, move together too fast.
Yeah. And we had a very similar bad experiences, like because of that.
Yeah.
With our exes.
Yeah.
But then that's why, I mean, I have my free time, I can spend the way I want.
Yeah.
He has his.
And you both trust each other, that's all that matters. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like, that's how my girlfriend and I are, even though she's in Kentucky and I'm in Connecticut, we're like, I think we're about like 11 to 13 hours apart from each other, as far as like traveling, you know, by car and stuff, not like time zone wise. We're in the same time zone, obviously.
But it takes how long?
It takes 13 hours to drive. Flying is probably like a fraction of that, maybe like 5 at most. Yeah, because it's 3 hours further than going to my nephew's state of Ohio to drive. Pending traffic and everything else. If traffic is good, it could take less than that to get from... Like, with the way my mom drives and with how traffic is when we usually decide to go, we get lucky and we get to Ohio within like 8.5 to 9 hours. So we always have like an hour to spare before we have to go into the hotel that we book or whatever, you know, kind of thing. But basically, with her original relationship, like literally, I've actually met her ex before. Like him and I were on YouTube once. Like he had a YouTube channel, right? And he was always just really rude to her. I don't know what it was. Something was off. So I'm like, you know, I was jokingly flirting with her, you know, like I just like to joke around and flirt. Like that's like, if you notice, like a lot of people, like with J-Love, like that's why she and I will put like that little kissy face emoji, because we like to flirt and joke around as a jokey flirt and not like having crush kind of thing. And he was getting jealous of that, and she was not liking it, you know. So he and I decided to talk in private on a YouTube friend chat thing for a little bit, and he hooked me up with her, and I ended up breaking off the friendship with him because he would always treat her bad. Like I literally, one time when he made both of us a mod, right? I went to go do something. 2 seconds later, I come back, she's unmodded and she's in timeout by him from something stupid. I'm like, dude, what did she do? So then he unmods me, and I'm like, you know what? We're done. Like she and I officially, we were gonna let him be friends with her. You know, we were gonna stay friends with him. But she and I weren't having how he was treating us. He kept trying to make excuses. We're like, no, we're done. So we blocked him and everything. And she said she is glad that she met me. If she